everybody on Zoom see Rebecca?
She's down. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, let me
Great.
spotlight this wonderful woman.
Nice.
I
Thank
saw a
you.
wonderful tater tots recipe for you.
Bring it on, friend.
Well, at Gamble Sands, they call it the dump or something. They put it in a coffee can, and it's tater tots and pork bellies, fried pork belly chips and cheese, and I don't know. Oh, it was
Okay, I'm ready. I'm counting down the days till the 25th.
Okay, so I'll just start out by introducing Rebecca Del Pozo. Sorry,
Yeah, 3/4 of it.
In French, what are you gonna do? Rebecca, welcome this morning. I know we have 10 minutes to talk. You have 10 minutes to speak to us about the business planning clinic that you're going to be doing here. That would be a good idea to get you on first thing this morning to discuss that a little bit. Today, our topic is opportunity. And so I'm going to talk about opportunity. This is one of the greatest opportunities for all of our associates. So I'll take it away, please.
Absolutely. Well, good morning, everybody. If we haven't met already, I'm Rebecca Del Pozo, and I'm coming to you on the 25th to teach the Millionaire Real Estate Agent Business Planning Clinic. And I've got a video that I've been kind of posting around places because I feel like that's not the sexiest title and no one really understands what it's about anyway. So if I was allowed, don't tell Gary Keller, but if I was allowed to retitle it, it would be Goal Setting Made Simple. I don't know about you, but if I sit down and I can't figure something out in less than 5 minutes, like my ADHD takes over and I'm on to the next thing. So what we're going to talk about is how to set realistic goals and goals that will stretch you and get you out of your comfort zone. And this is all going to come from real life real estate with me. Been with Keller Williams since 2003. And, you know, if you are looking for, I don't know, someone who just keeps it real and is talking transparently about what's happening in the market and how we're still winning. Yes, our business may be down a bit. Anyone else? Business not what it was this year compared to last year? Yeah, it's consistent across the board. I've been traveling all over the nation, talking with agents, and there's still a lot of business to be had. So I did recently get the Business Planning Clinic clock hour certified for CE credits. So I'll drop the link in the chat and would love your help if you can sign up and bring someone, bring a loan officer, bring a home inspector. This is for anyone in business that would like to have a really simple one-page business plan for 2024. So, what else can I tell you? It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about mindset. We know that those who are succeeding right now have identified, you know, their mindset, their attitude, and their approach, and their execution is everything. So that's what we're going to talk about on the 25th.
How about anything about lead generation?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Business Planning Clinic, we're going to cover the 5 models, and one of them is the lead generation model. Literally, there's like over 50 different ways to be able to generate leads. Statistically, though, we know that the research department at Keller Williams says that most agents only have about 3 or 4 legs of their stool when it comes to lead generation. And so in times like these, you know, we've learned in our business to double down on the efforts that are already working. And yes, we're going to talk about marketing for leads. We're going to talk about prospecting for leads. We're going to talk about the budget model, how to be aware of the important numbers in your business. And we're also going to talk about the organizational model of, you know, when do you know it's time to hire an assistant and bring in an extra layer of accountability in your world. So yeah, definitely definitely going to talk about leads and some of the crazy ways that I've gone about generating them in the last few months. So.
And then just reaching out to other people that you know, maybe even other Keller Williams agents or agents that want to, or people that want to become agents, maybe some cappers, your vendors. Everybody can learn from this, right? And grow from this.
Absolutely. It's a class, like I said, that is goal setting made simple for any business owner that wants to get clear about their goal. You know, a lot of times I think when our goals aren't clear, that fogginess then creates hesitation, and then we don't go out and take action. And so the class is going to really simplify things in a way that you'll wake up and you'll know what you should be doing every single day. And the numbers actually aren't as big and crazy as some people think. So we'll be talking about that as well. And, you know, I think the other part of this is, well, at least for us, 52% of our business year to date has come from agent to agent referrals. And so how do you focus on growing that aspect of your business? Profit share, you know, we've used our profit share over the last 6.5, 7 years strategically to invest in real estate, so that when your real estate sales locally is maybe a little less than you would prefer, you've still got some money coming in because you've made strategic decisions on how to spend your money with investing, utilizing profit share. We're going to cover all the things.
Yeah. We're trying to create profit share here still. So that's one of the ways to do it, obviously, is to bring in a referral, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
does anyone have any questions for Rebecca? No, we're so excited you're coming.
We're excited.
We are very excited. October 25th, put it on your calendar. It will go out to everybody from 10 to 2.
yeah, and you get 4 clock
4
hours.
credit hours.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you all on the 25th. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Oh, we didn't get it all done.
We tried. So QR code, if you want to scan that, sign up if you guys haven't signed up yet, and it will always be in the sales rally notes. So clock hours is amazing, and that's a great deal price wise on clock hours compared to.
Fantastic. I think it's $30, right?
Yeah, 30. And
with tax 32 something, but
yeah,
it's
and
definitely. So I challenge everyone, today I talked a little bit about opportunity, but I challenge everyone to bring somebody to this class. I'm going to have lunch for everybody, and it should be fun. You're going to learn so much. You're going to be ready for next year, hopefully. And if you're already there, you already have your goal set, maybe you'll learn something. You never know, right? So make every attempt to sign up for this class, and we're going to be calling you, we're going to be reaching out to you, and then we will have a little sign-up sheet there. So we're going to try and get as many people in here as we can. For me as a team leader, I'm going to reach out to every agent in the area, not just KW. Reach out to everyone. It's something that you could use to grow your business, your life, right? Organize your life.
Bring 2 guests or more, is what Rebecca says.
Yeah, bring 2 guests or more, and vendors. Reach out to all the vendors. So I am hopeful that this class will be full. No sitting room. Thank you, Rebecca. Is she off?
No, I think she's still.
Okay.
Still
So that's something that we highly recommend, and I'm talking about opportunity as a team leader today. Next slide is, you ready?
We have Old Republic home warranty.
They're on first.
Yep.
Okay.
So we have our next guest. So Rebecca just hopped off, and now we have Janet, which let me spotlight you real quick. And hold on 2 seconds. Remove spotlight, add spotlight. So she's going to chat a little bit. Well, I'll let you introduce yourself and say all the things. And yeah, Old Republic home warranty.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Janet Olson, and my background is in lending. So I know how important it is to give your customers really great service and quick responses. I've been with Old Republic for the past year and a half. I think we are the leader in home warranty, and some of the things that bring us one of the things that we stand out in is we have been an A+ member of the Better Business Bureau for 26 years. We've been in business for 50 years next year. We're looking forward to celebrating our 50th year. And we just have above and beyond superb service. We paid out $2.7 million last year in claims. So that shows that we're not afraid to pay our claims. We have been known to do a lot of goodwill gestures for our good clients. And some of the things that are different from us than other vendors or other warranty companies, our trade call fee is $85, where the other ones are $100 to $125. We do not have limits on refrigerant recapture for freezer air conditioning units, where our competitors only pay $10 per pound. And with refrigerant being up to 200 pounds, that can be quite expensive for the homeowner right off the bat. We also don't have limits on our, cable wire, cable hydrojetting for plumbing stoppages, where our competitors stop at 125 feet, and then the homeowner has to pay the rest of that. We have several plans, and I don't know if I could share can I share my screen?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good to do that now. It should let you at the bottom of your screen.
Got it. So if you see, this is our basic plans right now. We have 5 plans, and they start with the standard plan at $350, and they go to the platinum plan at $745. On this side, we have optional coverages that you can add to any plan that doesn't have the coverage already. If you go down and scroll down on this, you'll see all these dots, and this indicates on the left-hand side what the coverages are. You're going to see some highlighted yellows coverages, which are the heating system, ductwork, and rekey service. Those are not covered for the seller, but here's the caveat. If you have a house that you're listing, you can put a home warranty on that house, and everything is covered under the standard plan minus the heating system and the ductwork. And for $70 down here, it's seller's coverage included, you can add that. So while that house is listed, the sellers are covered. So if the hot water tank goes out, if the heater goes out, it can be repaired or replaced. And the beauty is, if the house does not sell and you had to have one of those items replaced, we'll eat that if nobody buys the plan because the house didn't sell. That is what we are willing to risk, because we just believe in our plan and we believe in our realtors. And so it's wonderful. So for $350 plus $70 for the seller's coverage, everything minus rekey is covered. Once you go into contract, that plan then goes to the buyer. And it, of course, is up to you whether the seller, whether the agent, or whether the buyer would pay for the plan. But the whole idea is to get the coverage going so that you don't have anything that's going to hold you up right before closing, because, oh my gosh, and I've had this happen many times where the hot water tank or the heat or something goes wrong and you're a week before closing. You don't want to have to prolong that closing. You've got a home warranty, you call, it's an emergency. We are going to make that a priority because we don't want to hold up the closing. We want this fixed so the buyers can come in and they don't have a mess to deal with. The sellers don't have to worry about putting off the sale. It's a win-win for everybody. And then, of course, as you get into our ultimate platinum plan, it goes down and there's just a lot more coverage, a lot more in-depth and extras that come with that. So, and some of the best things that I think that we offer are like the code upgrades, the permits, and the haul-away coverages. And those are under our ultimate and up to the platinum coverage. Does anybody have any questions?
Do you
I
have
do.
your own?
No?
Oh, okay.
You have a link that you can send
I
everybody?
do.
Go ahead.
I don't particularly push home warranties out here. I'm very rural. How is your trades calls? Do you have tradesmen up here or can they pick their own trade? To do the
Well,
work?
so that's the problem. If we don't have somebody in your area, we're not going to make you wait. We will do what we call an AOC, and they can go and choose their own crafts or service contractor.
Uh-huh.
And that service contractor, when they come in, they would just, if the repair is over $250, they need to just call in and get approval. Or if it's not a major problem, they can submit a itemized bill of what was going on, and then we'll make the approval and say what we will cover, and it can be fixed. What's really nice is we've actually just got assigned. We've been working on this for the last year, and we just got assigned, and I spoke to her this morning. We have a dedicated person for Idaho, Washington, and Oregon that is doing nothing but working on getting service contractors to sign with us, because it is it's a better deal if we can get one of our negotiated contractors out there, so that if there is any extra payment, it's still going to be at a discounted price for the owner. But again, we will pay. If we do not have somebody, we will take that expense on for the extra cost also, so that they don't have to wait. We don't want anybody not, without heat or air conditioning in the summer or winter.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Would you be, with agents in the office that are interested in, purchasing the home warranty, would you be kind of the main contact, or do you guys just have an online portal for agents to go to?
So we do have both. So I am very happy to help, but we have a tool. It's called the toolbox. You can go www.orhp.com. You can sign up for the Realtor Toolbox. That gives you a lot of connection to your clients. It will give you the ability to get cards sent out to you that you can forward to your customers, or emails when their 1-year anniversary is that they've moved into the home. It will give you all the information of how much they have used on their home warranty, what the service amount was. And so you can reach out and, just say, hey, I'm so glad that we had this for you. What a great savings. We have a great new construction plan. So don't even think this is for older homes. That's the biggest mistake people make. I just got a card that I sent to a real estate agent, a brand new $400 million or $4 million home that's had $11,000 in repairs in the first 4 months. And we paid it, no questions asked, on new construction on top of the builder's warranty. So, yeah, and so the toolbox will give you all of that information. Plus, there are some marketing materials that you can use. We have a really nice calendar. You can put all of your own information, digital information on it, and go have it printed out, send that out to your clients. All these different things to stay connected, because we know that's the important thing. In order to get those referrals and keep that pipeline going, we need to stay in front of our past clients, not just our future clients, correct? So the toolbox is a great source of that. And in that, you can, if you want, put your own order in. But again, I am so happy. All I ask is send me the first page of your purchase sale agreement and tell me what plan you want, and I can have it done for you in 15 minutes, send you the invoice, the confirmation. The invoice automatically goes to escrow. All you have to do is fill out your commission disbursement form, and it all gets collected at closing. So no money out of pocket in advance.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you know what, in this time, in April, if anybody read the Inman report, the E&O claims went up by 19%, and they have continued to vastly climb. We came out of a market where people were paying overpriced for homes. They were waiving inspections, and they're now in payment shock. And it's a proven fact. In the first 90 days, 60% of home appliances or services will have an issue because they're being used differently from the last owner. And that's just a lot to take in because, you know, there's so many other expenses when you move in the house besides a down payment. You want to get extra curtains, or maybe you want to get a little bit new carpet. And then they move in and they're feeling really tight, like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden an appliance or something goes down and they're going to be angry now because it's like, why wasn't that caught before I bought that? So they're suing the brokerages, they're suing the real estate agents. This is the biggest liability reduction tool you guys have at your disposal for a minimal price. And I know how hard you guys work. I have taken a contract negotiation class. What you guys do is amazing, and it's hard work. And I know you spend a lot of time. Your good agents are out there spending money on cleaning up yards and helping people get things settled. You're paying money on staging. You don't want to give up any more commissions in a lawsuit. So, you know, it really is something for you to think about, to take away that liability and risk for you and your brokerage too. And a good way to possibly win a listing. You know, if somebody's like, well, I'm thinking about this other agent, throw out there, I'll offer you a coverage for your listing. You will have a home warranty. So if something breaks down, it will be covered. Great negotiating tool.
Well, I'll make sure to get out your information and a link to the website to all the agents in our office. And I know you had dropped off some rider signs. So anybody that does do, or for the agents that do that and have it for their listing, we have a couple signs you can attach to your listing sign. So yeah.
I do want to also mention that starting in January, I will be offering 3-hour CE classes for home warranty. And so I will be putting together some lunch and learns, and it'll be free for everybody. So that's something else to think about coming in the new year.
Great. Yeah. Any info you have on that, if you want to send it to me, that would be perfect.
I sure will. I'm actually taking finalizing the class this month. So once I get everything done, I will certainly reach out.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for having you guys, and have a wonderful fall.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much.
Have a great day. Bye.
That's great, right? Great information.
Can I share?
You're gonna send that out, right?
Yeah. Yep. Let me share my doohickey.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Let me spotlight you real quick and then I'll turn you around and then we'll do some things.
So my little saying today is, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door, right? So there's always opportunity. You have to be resourceful, right? And we're all seeing that. And my little spiel today is that there are opportunities everywhere. You just have to keep your eyes open and look for them. And if you are looking for them, it's amazing how they come to you, right? Rebecca talked about mindset and keeping it open, but there are so many opportunities out there. Sometimes we miss them if we're going too fast, or we're not really looking close enough. So one of the opportunities, of course, is Rebecca, and that's why I had her on the call today. The other opportunity is profit share. There's an opportunity for us to get involved in this summit, and there's some great speakers. Our market center is prepared to buy a ticket for the whole market center, so there's no cost to you. But what it is it's an opportunity to really understand what it is and how to build it. And in my personal meetings, I've had quite a few people say, you know, talk about profit share. So this is an opportunity for all of us to kind of come in. Again, I'm going to have some kind of lunch you know, be involved in how this grows, how to grow your profit share. Of course, we have to make money to be able to do that in this market center, but I think it's a great tool. I think it's something that, again, a lot of people have asked for and a lot of people want to know about, and it's coming to us. So it's on October 26th. I will have a little party here, so you can come and learn about it. It is a little long. It's like 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. And I know that we're gonna see Rebecca on the day before, from 10 to 2 on your building your company and building your goals for next year. But this is an opportunity as well for you to learn a little bit more about what KW does. And also, they're going to give you some ideas on how to ask some other cappers from other agencies to join you and to be under you. That's how you grow, right? You have people that you refer or bring to Keller Williams, and that's how you make your money, right? Or it's a big part of profit share. And my goal, of course, is to bring as many people in as we can, quality people, and to build our profit share in the market center. So this is a really great opportunity for everyone to learn a little bit more about it. So I wanted you to know about this, and then also the business building with Rebecca the day before.
Well, look at that. Gary Keller's a speaker and
Yes.
Jason, there's a ton of people.
There are some amazing speakers that are going to be talking about this and how to do it and how we as a market center can move forward with a huge profit share. I mean, that could be something that's retirement. It could be for the rest of your life, right? And you get that for the rest of your life when you bring in people. So, yeah. So opportunity for you. Okay. We'll be sending information on that. I need at least 20 people to sign up for it if I'm gonna run it. And that means like on Zoom, if you want to get on Zoom, you can't make it, that's fine. But I'd like 20 to sign up. Otherwise, I'm gonna move forward to something else. This is an opportunity, so I hope we all take advantage of it. Okay.
Sweet.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Marcia.
Okay, so Friday I took a class with Annie.
There was a lot of people at that class. It
There
seemed like
were.
from the
Were you
pictures.
there?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the only people I saw were our competitors. So one of the best things about it is the Washington pamphlet is changing. It's 4 pages. Has anybody ever read the other one?
I did once.
It's so pretty. It's such a nice.
Yeah, I read it. Did I understand it? No.
Yes. Yeah, in the contract class, we're going to go over every word of this. This is really a wonderful tool. This is a tool for you and for your buyers. Just a couple of words about what's happening January 1st. Department of Licensing will be auditing us, and they will be checking the date on our buyer's agreement. 1, if we have one, and 2, was it written before or signed before you wrote it off? And so it is the new law that we advise buyers and get an agreement as soon as reasonably possible. How many of you have listings? Yeah. Anybody here think that they might do a listing without a listing agreement? No. It's the same thing with a buyer's agreement. It is going to be mandatory and it is the law. And so starting November 1st, this is, Russ said, well, whatever you think. Starting November 1st in compliance, if you have a contract and you're on the buying side, on the consultation part of your command, you will need to put a buyer's agreement in there. Let's practice for 2 months. So when January, when it comes, there's no questions asked. And it's something that you want to do. And the wording on it, I don't have it highlighted here, but it's to be reasonably, as soon as reasonably appropriate, or some stupid verbiage like that. What does that mean?
Mhm.
There are 2 things that we need to be careful of. If we're just a buyer's agent, then we may consider having a non-exclusive and just say, it is the law. I need an agreement with you. And right now I'm willing to do a non-exclusive until I show you that I'm the one to be exclusive, and then you change it over to an exclusive agreement.
Can you explain the difference for the new people again?
Non-exclusive means that if I come to you and I sign that with you and I'm the broker, you can go to anybody else, any other company, and they can show you property.
Like non-exclusive, you're dating around, exclusive, you're married, you're committed.
You are committed, maybe not married, but committed. Okay, so it's really, the way that Annie went over it, it's really a confrontational way to be able to get them to sign an agreement with you and say, and you might just say, you know, at some point, I want our relationship to be exclusive, and there will be a point when I'll say, okay, I'm investing quite a bit into your situation, and I would like to change it to an exclusive. And I think most people will understand that. But if they're brand new and it kind of freaks them out and they want to see a house. Okay, so before you go to show a house is a real good rule of thumb. You really should have some form of a buyer's agent's agreement. If you have a listing and you have a buyer that wants to show your listing, dual agency is now, the new word is limited, because we can't be truly, share all of our information, because the sellers may tell us something in confidence. Yeah, I will take that, but let's start here. And we don't share that with our buyers. And so before you could show your listings, you need to get an agreement from the listing, the sellers, and the potential buyers that it's okay if you do both sides. So it's going to be a little bit tricky there. It's, go ahead.
Does the listing agreement, is that changing where it's not gonna have the section about dual agency?
It will have a section on dual
Okay, so you have to
agency.
get a specific agreement for each buyer?
That's right. And each week we're going to go through the different documents and what they mean. This week, we're just going to go through the new paper. They also have a really great one-page one that says important information for home buyers. And it's just kind of a modified what that means, but it is, if yours is only 2 pages long, then it's, I think I just sent the one that's 2 pages long. But that's the one that we're gonna go over today. Yes,
I'll just share an experience I've had with the buyer's agency. I went to look at properties out of state, and the state had already implemented this. And the agent pretty much said, I have to have you sign this before I can talk to you about anything. And this was before I was in real estate. I didn't know. I was just like, sure, and it was like that simple. And so now that's my mindset now that it's state mandate. That's just how it is.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
law.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before I can really do that, we can send them listings, but when we start to really narrow it down, and we're gonna go out, you're gonna preview it for them, or maybe do a FaceTime or whatever, you really need to protect yourself. And so the non-exclusive might be a real easy way for you to get in and cover yourself. And then at some point you just say, I really need for you to I need to know that you're only gonna work with me. And I think that's fair. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Contract class, we'll go over this, and then I have some hotlines that questions that came out that are ongoing. My favorite, Form 17.
Thank you, Lasha. That's favorite. Well, I think too, yeah, the script part behind it, because I feel like agents get a little nervous about that little section where you write in the commission you would want if and I feel like that's the part where it's like, oh God, they're not gonna want to sign it because this makes it seem like I just want their money.
So one of the information pieces that I got from this training was, how do we talk about our value proposition? And when I went over this with Russ, he wanted to be back. So we are not actually going to be able to do that until after the 1st of November. But I do want you to know that in command, starting November 1st, if we go into any contract in command, and you're representing the buyer, then you'll get a ding, not a ding, but you know what I mean.
A reminder.
You'll get one of those nasty grams.
It's marketing.
Marketing, but sure.
It's funny, we used to do that in the Schlann office, when I started. You have to sign it.
Yeah.
It was just part of what we did.
Yeah, I think getting in the habit of it,
Yeah.
is the best way to do it, because I've been guilty of being real bad with that. I think I've gotten 2 signed in 3.5 years. Probably shouldn't tell anybody, don't laugh at me. Probably shouldn't actually say that, but anyways.
Do not listen.
Thank you, Marcia. That's-
Yeah, don't listen to, do not do what I do. I will get better. November 1st, I'll get better. So, well, thanks. Okay, oh, it turned out kind of fuzzy. That makes me sad. Do not call and TCPA compliant as always. Every time.
Do not call list. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So peruse that a little bit. It'll be in the notes if you want to kind of look into a deep dive of it. So yeah, be safe, don't get sued. Like Janet Old Republic said, we don't want more of our commissions to go to, lawsuits and things. So. New listing, yeah. We weren't able to get our top 5 numbers updated this week. There was a little weird snafu in the system, and Kelly's in Mexico. So for her little birthday vacation. So we decided to not bug Kelly this week so she can drink her margaritas and be on the beach. And then closings, we have Sarah, Aaron, and Jeff had 2. So
I love that one.
and I think this is accurate because also I do not have a Kelly, so I went off of the MLS. So if any of it is wrong, it is not my fault. Okay. So 1 million price reductions.
Wow.
Well, actually less than last week, but there's been a good amount I have noticed. So I subscribe to Redfin. So, because when I'm too lazy to actually log into the MLS, because the apps, I hate how tiny it is on my phone. So I just have Redfin send me when all the price reductions and the new listings come up. So I can be lazy and just look at my email. There's been 1 million of them. So market is changing for sure. And sold listings are down like a ton. Is that just because schools, when did school start again? I don't have kids. Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't pay attention anymore. I don't drive on the roads with the school buses, so I don't know.
Or it could be school. It could be the interest rates, they spiked. They did. You're down today,
Oh, yay. Oh, love that. Yeah, they're up there for sure. I don't know if Anna Marie's still on. I wanted to mention it, but Pivot Shift is an amazing Facebook group.
I am.
You are okay. Let me, if you want to plug, I have this and then that class for the next slide. So
Okay, good. For dance.
yes.
Awesome. No, what I'd like to do and invite all of you guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to invite all agents, new, old, young, middle, whatever, wherever you're at, to get on and get your morning inspiration. Part of everybody's day should be not only time blocking for leads, leverage, and lead generation, but you should also be for training and getting our brain into the mindset, not just hearing affirmation and saying this to yourself, but there's over 800 to 1,000 agents on this mastermind. I get up at 4:30. You don't have to do that. They have it replayed, so it's there. You can go when you get up. But at 5 o'clock, it's about 15-20 minutes. But James Shaw is phenomenal. He is, like he says, I'm not going to candy coat it and sugar, and everybody's doing wonderful. He goes, you guys got to get out there and do the work. We learn, we put it in our toolbox. We get ideas from millionaire agents from across the, we got Canada, United States. I think we got Puerto Rico and Costa Rica coming in on the calls. But you guys would be amazed at some of these new ideas, and just open your mindset, be different, be the different agent out there. And that's what this challenge is. It's free. He does have a paid one that's Inspire. And then they have neighborhood calls and stuff like that. But he has a lot of information that you can utilize. And just like I said, get your morning shot of inspiration and go out and do the work. Because we're unemployed until we get a listing or a sale, right? That's it. Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Mhm.
And then that one's coming up next week. I'm part of his real estate planner, getting my certification, but he is phenomenal in learning how, if you've got, I think Amanda has the SRES designation. If anybody's got that designation, this would work hand in hand, but it is also a group that teaches you strategies. This one here is listings with real estate planning. So you're not just an agent there wanting to take the listing, but also wanting to ask the other question. What are you doing? Where are you going? What's going, learn, get into the habit of asking more questions rather than how much money do you want? But, and I'm sure we all are, but it gets into a different mindset and sets you apart from other agents. So that would one thing you want to do.
And
It's
Dan is amazing. He's been in, I've seen him, I think it was family reunion and mega camp or just the family reunions. And he was walking around passing out his business card with little macadamia nut Hawaiian chocolates. So yeah, it was great chocolate. But yeah, he had a great class of like taking care of the seniors in your community and how you do listings and, kind of different strategies he has to make sure they're taken care of. And, he just, he was a great speaker. He just has a good energy to him.
Yeah, it does cost. So if you want to sign up and, but you're paying for your education. It's there's some things you can take free, but some things you're going to pay to get this.
You're a little bit frozen.
It looks like you're sneezing.
It does look like you're about to sneeze. Well, while you're frozen, I'll put in the sales rally notes the link to sign up for it. I thought I had it on this little slide, but yeah, Kennewick is not too far away. I know Anna Marie's going. She said it'd be great to get a little carpool together if anybody else wants to go. And
Coming Monday.
yes, so it's coming up quick. But I think it'd be super beneficial. And if I can reschedule my meetings, then I will definitely be going. So Anna Marie is super duper frozen and now her screen is black. So thank you so much. Yeah, we'll cut that a little bit short, I guess. If anybody wants to go, maybe reach out to me or Anna Marie and just let us know. Then speaking of, inspirational stuff, book club. So the first one was Monday at Cafe Mela, and then it's going to be every Monday and be held on Zoom. So you can reach out to me for the link. It's going to be different than the sales rally link because Amanda's leading this one, and it's just going to be a quick half an hour. And if you don't have your book yet, you can do it on Audible. So if you're interested, we can get you the link. And I've mentioned a couple times this book is amazing. He's I don't know these other three people, but Hal is great. So yeah. Oh, she got kicked off. Sad face. Carry on, Anna Marie says. So sales rally lands on Halloween, which is super fun. So costume party, and first place will get one of the scratch off little bucket things, one of these. Yeah, which I think Brooke won some money when she
Did
got
she?
the last one. I
was
think that
asking,
she did.
She like spread out scratching them over so long a time.
Oh,
I quit asking.
yeah.
She's like, no, I got like $5.
I couldn't-
Did she end up getting them?
I couldn't do that. Would scratch right away, all 50 of them.
You're like,
I 100% would. Oh,
She made it like a game for herself. Like if she did something good, she's like, okay, I'm gonna.
That was her goal.
Like call your
Yeah.
for the day.
So this could be Zoom as well. So if you have a costume and you're on Zoom, I think we'll probably do like a top 3 and just kind of clap and, gauge who won. So, it is allowed on Zoom. You're included, but come to the office because that would be great. Speaking of Halloween, so the Women's Resource Center, they're looking for donations for the Bruce House. Kids have been invited to a costume party, and not all the parents have the resources to get them costumes, which makes me a little bit sad in my heart. So I'm going to buy costumes for the children. So if you want to donate, Kathy, should they call that phone number, or are they able to reach out to you as well?
Yeah, they can call that phone number. If you want to bring them to the office, I would be more than willing to drop them off. I mean, I looked through, I have a bin of Halloween, and quite frankly, I went through my costumes that my kids had, who are now 30 and 34. So I think it's time I can get rid of them. And maybe there's some other people, that might have some costumes that have been hanging around, that it's time to donate. And again, it's my pet project to work with those people, and just the idea of kids not having a costume to go to a party. They're probably so excited about the party, but now they're like, well, what do I do? So yeah, if you can either call them or let me know, and I'll drop them off at the office, and I'll go do it. And of course, it's the same thing with the toiletries that will continue to do. And if you're going to drop it off, you might want to go on their website, because they have very finite hours. It's like, I think it's 9 to 4, Monday through Thursday. And I'm telling you, at 4 o'clock, they lock that door. So, all right, that's it.
Hey, Kathy, have you been to the Halloween place over here and asked for donations?
I have not. No, I've just been telling people to grab their, whatever they got hanging out to donate. I imagine it could be something I could do after Halloween for next Halloween, but I was thinking maybe before Halloween, they might not do that. But it's a good idea after Halloween for next year. I might go hit them up.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know what we can do to help.
If we bring them to the office, Kathy, are you able to pick them up and take them in?
Yeah, if you just shoot me an email or text. Sales rally, as much as I get on Zoom, is good, but I teach, I get home at 10 o'clock and my hair is still wet, so I rarely get into the sales rally. So, but if you let me know, I'll make absolutely sure to stop into the office at some point in time and pick those up.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy. I want to go to the dollar store and look at what those headbands and stuff.
Yeah, and get little cat ears, Okay, quiz time. And on Zoom, you can put it in the chat. What's the default number of days on the seller's notice to perform section of the financing addendum?
21.
21?
I answered, I was good.
No, it was good. You guys have been super wrong for weeks. Proud. You got it off the first round. So that's why I put my incorrect. Yeah, because I thought you guys were gonna guess wrong again. You're welcome. A lot of confidence. I'm just kidding. Just being a dick. Okay, family reunion prices go up the 31st, which if Kelly's correct, they go up quite a bit. I need to verify how much, but so definitely snatch up the $7.99 price. You have a couple weeks left, and super worth going. Ton of breakout sessions and good people. And I have a little video that we're gonna play, and hopefully it's not the loudest thing in the world and I don't break your ears.
We don't just want to weather the storm. We want
Rebecca's face on there.
And just quickly on that, I am going to be dedicated in trying to find some sponsors to get as many people going as possible. So I just want you to know if, you know, it is pricey, obviously, right? So, if I can get some sponsors to pay for the tickets or your ticket out there, I'm working on it. Just so you know.
Well, and at least it's not in Anaheim or Florida and all
Right.
the expensive places to fly to. I think it was like $420 to fly out of Wenatchee.
Yep.
And, cause I'm not ever gonna drive over the pass to go on a flight, so,
We'll have more information on that in the next month.
next. Go away. Oh, it's gonna make me do it again. Sorry, everybody. Present. Let me go to the next slide first, because it's being mad at me. Hold on 1 second. Michael, are you on here?
Yes.
Oh, yay. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Want me to say some things?
Say something. Look at you, remembering my script. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'll start off with kind of some good news. So I posted on Facebook, I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but as of November 18th, there's a big change coming to multifamily. So 2 to 4 units. Anything over 4 is considered commercial and you cannot get conforming financing for. But 2 to 4 units, so duplex, triplex, or quadplex, as of November 18th, the minimum down for a conventional loan is moving to 5%. So typically, and that's for owner occupancy only, not as an investment property. So before, if you were going to buy a duplex, the minimum down would be 15%. If you were going to buy a triplex or a quadplex, the minimum down was 25%. So now all across the board for multifamily, it's 5% down for conventional as of November 18th. So that is a massive move in down payment, which is good for people looking to get into those types of properties. Any questions on that at all?
Do you anticipate more stuff like that with just the rates being stupid and whatnot, like just
Yep.
more products coming out to help people?
Yep, I think so. There was also a update that they're expecting conforming loan limits to go up to about 750 next year. So not a massive move, about $25,000 or so. So not huge, but it's kind of appropriate seeing as we're not really seeing massive run-ups. We're seeing things fall in price because of interest rates right now. So yeah, and I would say that the more that these interest rates stick around, the more creative we have to get. And Fannie and Freddie and the FHFA see that and recognize that and make changes accordingly. Other thing, if there's no more questions on that, is we get weekly market updates from our senior director of capital markets. So he had kind of something interesting to say, and I'd like to read it because I think it'll kind of give some perspective on how things that are happening throughout the world can play a major effect on interest rates and in turn local markets. So he wrote, if there was a reminder of how quickly things can change in our environment, this weekend's events show us as proof. So this is referring to what's happening in Israel right now. It feels similar to when Russia declared war on Ukraine. However, what makes this conflict unique is the US supports for Israel. Should a full-blown war in the Middle East ignite, larger funding from the US will be called on. When you consider how much debt the US is already financing at these higher yields, adding additional spending towards a military campaign tilts the scale even more. It's for that reason that the forecasted hike in November has dropped to 14% from 30% just last Friday. Non-farm payroll is all about a distance memory at this point, and all attention is focused on what will happen next. Another wrinkle to this event is the effects on oil prices. The Middle East also largely controls oil prices, and upon the news of the attack, oil spiked back to $86 a barrel. Timing isn't great as oil and gas prices means a return of inflationary driver in tandem with the threat of war, which is a tightening event to the economy. For this reason, this is a net positive for rates. Probabilities of Fed cuts are in fact now moving up in 2024, meaning what was prior to, we were thinking that these rates might stick around a little longer because of one event that happened and occurred over the weekend. Now Fed cuts, depending on what continues to happen, could be a lot more likely. So I thought that was kind of worth noting, and how it's always important to pay attention on what's going on overseas in different areas, especially on who we're supporting, can have a big effect on what's happening here locally. So I thought that was interesting and worth sharing.
Isn't the general rule kind of when the world goes to crap, the rates get better?
Yeah, basically, typically, not always, but yeah, I mean, it can be. So we did see a decrease in rates. It was Columbus Day yesterday, so some of the markets were closed, but we did see a decrease today coming off the high of last week. So I suspect that's probably why. And if that continues on, I think interest rates will kind of come down, or at least stabilize and not move in the upward trajectory that they have been over the last week. So yeah, just keep an eye on the news, keep an eye on that 10-year treasury, and what's going on, and that'll ultimately kind of be the tell of what could happen in the future. The crazy part is that there's no one direct cause to, I mean, it could be today, it could be Israel, and then tomorrow something else could happen to cause rates to go back up. So it's, you know, what's happening here locally as a country is important, and then what's also happening overseas is equally as important and can play an effect. So just letting your borrowers know that rates are moving. That's it. Whether it's up, whether it's down is going to be week by week, but if you like it, lock it. And then if you're working with us, we have float downs, and we offer that for our clients. So if and when interest rates get better during the transaction, we can actually float people down as well, so they can take advantage of lower rates. So yeah, that's all I've got today.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you, Ashley, for that. There's-
You know, I almost said it. I was on the verge and then I stopped myself. Thank you. Holiday party right after Santa photos, first Saturday of December. And we're doing White Elephant gift exchange. So the weirder the gift, the better, I think. Just have it be strange, because I think that's just funny and great. So 4 to 6. So yeah, we'll kind of start talking about that a little bit more. And look how adorable this little elephant is. I was so happy when I found that. I think it's just really cute. So anyways. Russ actually will not be here. He is in Austin doing a wonderful training, career visioning with him and Kyle First. And I saw a photo the other day of Jason Abrams was right there, and Mark King, and they were like in a little room with them, which I just think was cool. I didn't know it would be that like small and intimate of a training. So very cool. We'll figure out if we're doing something in place of that. That would be good to think of. So we'll figure that out. If not, you'll get a little break to do lead gen instead. How about that? Tech training is this Wednesday. If anybody has a topic they want to learn about, let me know. And if not, I'll come up with something that's beneficial.
Can I say something in command when I send out a suggestion for improvement on the document? I've seen about 4 or 5 where they don't know how to remove a document from command and put the fully completed one in.
Yeah, that is going to be tech training tomorrow. It's all, yeah, we'll do, because I have some transactions I have in there that I can kind of play around with and show you guys kind of how I do stuff, or the multiple options of how to do it. So yay, we came up with the topic for tomorrow.
Good job, Marcia.
Thanks, Marcia. So, and then like she said, she's gonna go over this new pamphlet for contracts class right after this. And so stay for that. Broker's Tour. I know that Jessica's new listing is gonna be on Broker's Tour. She had one at 360 that went up on the market today, which there's like nothing at that price range. So go see that guy. 1111 Atwood Street. And yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Great job.
Showing right now? Well, I was gonna look at my car.
Yeah, I was wondering my car.
Yay.
I knew I got Luke took me out and I have it like.